Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairy Muppet. Welcome back to the Hairy Bash tournament. We are going to be casting the second quarter-final of the Hairy Bash number 3 for 2014. So we've seen Petrify and Fenner go off against each other in the first quarter-final. Petrify came out the victor after a 2-0 streak and went on to the semi-finals. The second quarter-final, we're going to be seeing who his opponent is going to be. So down the bottom right side of the map, it is going to be KingkOng, a Zerg player. He's from South Korea, plays for Team Exile 5, and he actually came third place in Hairy Bash number 2. So a very, very confident player, quite highly seeded, and we'll be seeing exactly how well he does in this game. His opponent, also very highly seeded, is going to be Arthur. He is also from South Korea, plays for Team Spectre, and we didn't actually see him Hairy Bash 2. In Hairy Bash 1, he did go in there, and he did end up actually getting knocked out in the quarterfinal by Petraeus. So there you go, a bit of bad luck there, but yeah, he's definitely one of the best. And I've actually, he was actually in Premier League, WCS America, I think it was, Season 1 for 2014. He was banging away in the Premier League, beat a couple of pretty awesome players to get into, I think, a round of 16 or a round of 8, one or the other. So yeah, quite a sensational performance from him, and yeah, it's definitely going to be awesome to see how he does in this tournament, because yeah, as I said, Hairy Bash 1 had a bit of bad luck going up against Petraeus in these quarter-final rounds, and I'm not sure how that happened. One of them must have just been low ranked at that point, like low seeded, not having that many points. But yeah, I mean, where is it? Yeah, well, Petraeus at that point was ranked 5 and Arthur was ranked 4, so yeah, they did end up going against each other in the quarterfinals. Petraeus is a bit higher seeded right now. He's got a lot more points, but at the start of the season didn't have that many points as far as the OSC points scheme went. So yeah, that's how that turned out. But anyway, moving on with the game, we do have a fast third base for Mr. KingkOng. We do have a fast expansion for Mr. Arthur. It's this base again, which people seem to like quite a bit. It's a fairly large base, large map, sorry, and extremely easy to get 3 bases even for Protoss and Terran players. And it's just stupidly easy to get 3 bases for Zerg players. So very early 4th base, I would not be surprised to see that coming out like the 10-minute mark or something like that. But for now, it's just going to be an insane amount of macro for both players. We've got 31 over 24. So Arthur actually getting a really, really fast boost on the worker numbers. A little bit supply cap there, but that's okay. And he must have got this like a Nexus before a Gateway or something crazy like that, because that would be the only thing that explained his very, very fast worker numbers. But KingkOng is going to be catching up very, very fast now that he's got his 3 bases built. He's got the queens on all of them, I do believe. Yes, very, very nice. So yeah, he's just going to start exploding into the scene at the same time. Phoenix starting to come out. I don't think we saw an Oracle. It's just been Phoenix so far from the Stargate. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good. I mean, he's got the very, very nice early macro advantage. Has Mr. Arthur, so he can afford to pump out quite a lot of Phoenix early on and see what he can take out on the map. Meanwhile, KingkOng has boosted ahead. He is now 46 over 38, so really pushing that macro right there, and he's in a pretty good position. He's getting link speed as well, and I'm not sure what exactly his plan is, but obviously losing Overlords isn't part of his plan. But yeah, it's going to happen here anyway, so I guess you just have to make the most of it at this point. But yeah, I'm not sure if he has really got a plan out. He's getting roaches out here. He may be going for Mutaling with roaches as sort of a in-between sort of case, which we do see a lot of Zerg players going. He may be going for full Roach Hydra, which is not a bad play versus Protoss players and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit too early to tell, but the Phoenix are doing a very good job. We do have a robotics facility coming out as well. And yeah, these guys have killed quite a few Overlords. Not really much else couple of workers here and there. How many workers have we lost? Yeah, total of 1, but 4 overlords have gone down. So the Phoenix not really able to take out a ton. Got some links coming in. They are going to be knocked away here. They do have quite a lot, and they are going to wear this Zealot down eventually. Zealot's almost dead, but there's another one right behind it. And the Lings, some of them managed to get through, but a force field going down, that is going to put an end to that right there. Arthur is thinking about something, but the Lings do go in there, try and kill a worker. I think they may have got 1 worker, because maybe they just got trapped. I don't know, but as a result, he did get a pretty full scout off. So he saw all the buildings coming down, saw the robotics bay, and that is definitely going to be important to see that right there. And KingkOng continuing to produce workers, so he wants to maintain the huge gap he's got, and we will see what sort of tech he gets out. He's got the lair, he's getting a spire out, he's getting some evo chambers out, so all are definitely good options. And it looks like it may be Mutaling, although mutas in this climate with this many Phoenix on the map, not sure. Probably going to be Corruptor support. Corruptors are going to be an exceptionally good unit to be building right now. I mean, you've got Colossus coming out, you've got Phoenix on the map. So yeah, I mean, Corruptors are just absolutely phenomenal right now. They just own both of those units so easily. But here we go. Bunch of Zealots coming out, so he's going to have to scramble quite fast to take care of those guys. Queen going to be running, more Zealots coming in. The Roaches will be over there in a minute, but until the Roaches get there, it's not going to be all that fun. The Workers actually going around, going to be attacking the Zealots. The Zealots all trying to attack. The Spore Crawler do eventually take it down, and then the Workers get out of there, but they do a bit of damage. And now the Phoenix coming in just to finish everything off. The Zealots are all going to go down, but no air support. The Roaches are really, really going to start to get hit quite bad. And we do have a Spore Crawler being built, but it's a little bit too late. The Roaches are starting to go down in a major way. And KingkOng's suffering so badly from a lack of anti-air at this point. But the Corruptors are being built right now. And here we go, the Spore Crawler coming out, and Arthur's like, oh wait, there's actually something there. So really, really good play so far with the Phoenix play. Been doing a fantastic job. The Workers killed is up to 10 now, whereas Arthur's only lost 2, and that is quite phenomenal. And he's only killed 1 queen, but 7 overlords, doing a very, very large amount of damage. Just not going to be that easy anymore once the Corruptors start coming out. And here we go, the Warp Prism, he's actually forgot about that, is going to get away safely. And here we go, Corruptors coming out, seeing the Phoenix, and suddenly, oh, the Warp Prism gets destroyed, and the Phoenix are just going to have to run for it. Arthur is producing Void Rays though, so he's got a very, very nice plan going on. Obviously decided that Corruptors were going to be coming out to counter the Phoenix, is building a ton of Void Rays. Really building a ton of Void Rays. 3 coming out at a time. And if you can maintain gas on all 3 of these bases, you should continue to be able to build that many. But does he have that many at the moment? And can he match the macro of KingkOng when it comes to building Corruptors? That I am not so sure about. He's got 3, he's building 3 more, but KingkOng can easily build a crap ton of air units as long as he's got the gas income, which the gas income is kind of looking a little bit shaky there. Maybe needs to start thinking about a 4th base. There we go, 4th base coming on down. And so far, I mean, Arthur's looking pretty good. He does have the Void Rays, but they are about to be countered by the Muta production from KingkOng. So everybody's 1 step ahead of the other person. And this pylon is going to get owned right there. The probe actually making a runner for it. Don't know how that's going to work. The Roaches with speed actually really, really fast. So that's great stuff. And KingkOng's just like, whatever, I'm going for 5 bases here, sorry. And yeah, should be able to do a ton of stuff here. Muta's going to take us out. He's going to review the Mutas to Mr. Arthur. So he may switch out, start building Phoenix. There we go, actually cancel the Void Rays to start building Phoenix there. So he's very worried about the Mutas. Of course, Void Rays absolutely shockingly bad versus Mutas, but they are very good versus Corruptors. So you've got to have both of them from both armies to get the job done. And here we go, Roaches coming on in. Not really an easy way for them to do anything, but they do by a bit of a diversion for the Mutas to come in and take out a couple of pylons, which is going to be pretty good. I don't know why Arthur isn't engaging right there, but maybe he's not too worried about those guys. So it's going to come down to a macro battle at the moment. I mean, Muta Corruptor versus Void Ray Phoenix, I think is going to be the way to go. And so far, I just do not know. I mean, KingkOng is going to have the upgrade a little bit earlier. He does have 1 air, and Arthur is just about to get 1 air on the way, so that's pretty good. Hallucinated Phoenix coming out. KingkOng does have some ground units, but the Colossus, well, I mean, the Colossus don't really have any ground defense to sort of cover them, so the Colossus are going to go down stupidly fast. Here we go, moving in. The Corruptor's going in there, the Void Ray's going nuts, and it seems like Mr. Arthur does have the better army right here. Those Void Rays just absolutely shredding everything. There's just way too many Void Rays on the field. All of the Corruptors going down. So it's only 7 Void Rays, but 7 Void Rays are really powerful once they get going, man. You need like at least 2 Corruptors per Void Ray to really stand a chance of taking them out. And here he goes, pumped out some straight up Zealots. Couple of Colossus. Arthur is looking like he's in a very, very good position. He's got the cover for his Colossus right here. The air army is still extremely good. And yeah, he's looking like he's in an exceptional position right now. KingkOng scrambling to get as much as he can. Building a crap ton of Lings, I'm not sure if they're the best choice. Unless he wants to sort of flank around Arthur and try and force him to defend his base. But I don't think that's going to happen. And yeah, Arthur, I mean, KingkOng has a ton of units, but I think he's just outclassed in terms of the units. I mean, Void Rays are just so good at everything. He's got the mutas flanking the Void Rays. This is a beautiful flank right here. And the Phoenix took quite a while to actually chase those mutas off. Took out quite a few Void Rays, but there's still more than enough left here, and it should be it. I mean, KingkOng's building a ton of Corruptors, but I don't think he's going to be able to take the Void Rays out with them. And even if he does, there are still Stalkers on the ground. So I think that's going to be it. The Phoenix just destroying everything. He's probably going to be supply capped in a matter of minutes or so. And there we go. Arthur taking the first game. Doing quite an awesome job. And yeah, really, really nice stuff there from Mr. Arthur. So I don't know, man. I mean, Void Rays are really, really, really good. They are expensive, though. They're not quite double the cost of a Corruptor, but they're almost. Gas-wise, they're 50 more gas. So the Void Ray is 150, the Corruptor is 100. And I think that's most of the point, because I don't think 3 Corruptors can take down Void Rays. I don't think they can. I mean, so gas-wise, yeah. I think the Protoss definitely have the advantage with the Void Rays, and it's dead easy as well to Arthur just pump out Stalkers to help shore up the numbers, whereas for KingkOng to get Hydras, it's a whole different upgrade route, and yeah, it's a lot tougher. So, but there you go. There you go. And oh man, hoping to cast a couple more games tonight, the second game of this series, but I'm just too sleepy at the moment, so I think I'll have to do that tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this game, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with game number 2 from this series between KingkOng and Arthur to see who goes into the semi-finals to face off against Petrify. It's going to be awesome. I'll catch you guys then. This has been Harry Muppet.